Hi everyone, my name is Danielle from Trinity Readings, and today I'm going to be doing the weekly Tarotscope for the sign of Taurus for November 1st through November 7th. This is a general read, so if it doesn't resonate with you, then maybe this reading wasn't for you. You're more than welcome to also check the videos for your moon sign and your rising sign, because sometimes those readings will resonate with you as well, or will resonate with you more than maybe your sun sign. So it's always good to kind of check all three. Also, Mercury went into retrograde yesterday, and it will be in retrograde until November 20th. I'm going to be posting a really extended reading specifically about Mercury retrograde, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Go ahead if you feel like it. Subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be posting a lot of different things, not just readings, not just tarot scopes. I'll post different kinds of readings, but I will be in the next couple days posting some information on how to get through Mercury retrograde easier, and what it involves when Mercury goes into retrograde. Because I know a lot of people get really nervous about it, but it's actually really a good thing. What it is overall, it's just a time where you're being kind of, in a sense, forced to kind of look internally and kind of re-examine how you communicate with other people, how you listen to other people, what your thought process is, and to kind of highlight things in your life that maybe need adjusting, or maybe even just need to be let go of. So that's all it is, because we're always being guided to get to the best possible version of ourselves, and get to the best possible life that we can be at. And so anything that is blocking us from that is always going to be shown to us, and sometimes it's shown to us in a difficult way, but that's how we address it. If it's not shown to us in a difficult way, we might not even notice it. So that's what the energy is for the next few weeks. It's just kind of highlighting how you communicate with people, and what your thought process is. And it's just asking you to kind of look at the things that maybe aren't working right now, so you can fix it. Also, it's a time where if there's anything that has been avoided, or anything that's been unsaid, or anything that's been hidden, this is usually the time where all that stuff is going to come up, so it can be dealt with. So, my wonderful Tauruses, let's see what we have for you the first week of November. No, go ahead. You can drink my drink. Some of you might be feeling just really tense, really wanting to say something to somebody, or really wanting to get something out in the open. Which I guess, if Mercury is in retrograde and you're really wanting to talk, I'm sure it might not be all that easy to do. Well, I had meditation music on. I don't know what happened to it. All right, Tauruses, what do y'all have going on right now? Okay, right off the bat, I want to say there's a lot of fours. 4 is the number of stability. It's the number of comfort. which is a good thing, but sometimes it's not, because sometimes we get in our comfort zone. Um, and being in your comfort zone is not always the best thing. Being in your comfort zone kind of blocks you from anything new. Um, so, um, so right off the bat, I would say if you've kind of been in the same kind of pattern or the same kind of energy recently, um, you're being guided to kind of do what you can do to kind of get out of that comfort zone, especially if you're wanting some kind of excitement in your life right now. Um, so I want to say right off the bat, in the middle is the Four of Cups. So I feel like what that's saying is, oh, I'm sorry. There's something being offered to you that maybe you're not seeing right now, or maybe you have so much other things going on. Um, that even though it's really this big beautiful opportunity, you're just not in the mood to accept it, or you're not even noticing it right now. This could also be somebody you're dealing with. Maybe you're kind of ready to start a relationship, or ready to get things moving with somebody, or even just having a conversation with somebody, and they're not having it right now, and so maybe that has you kind of frustrated. um, I do feel like there's somebody who's kind of holding back their feelings. This person does have very deep feelings, um, but I feel like right now there seems to be a lot of confusion going on, or if this is the other person you're dealing with, I feel like they maybe have a lot going on in their life right now, or maybe they have in the past. Um, and so you're kind of wanting to get things going with this person, and this person is kind of at a standstill. Um, and I feel like you've been kind of waiting around, and I feel like you've put in a lot of energy into this relationship, and so you're not really wanting to walk away from it. Um, but maybe right now it's not at all where you want it to be. Um, I will say also, though, we have temperance and we have death. Um, so I feel like this is saying you've had a lot of patience in this relationship, and you've had a lot of patience for this person. Um, and this could be the other way around. This could be, uh, I feel like you both have, maybe there's been kind of a comfort level in, like, comfort in the chaos. So maybe you guys have been together for a long time, even though things have not been working. Um, I do feel like things are coming together, but I feel like there's a lot going on that you're not aware of. Um, and so, maybe with this person, you're going to have to be a little bit patient. I feel like both of you right now are going through an intense transformation. And so there's a lot of things in both of your lives that are being kind of cleared away for you. So that also means whatever's been kind of blocking the relationship, if something has been blocking the relationship. um, I feel like also, if this is, if you're in a relationship with somebody or dealing with somebody, I feel like the communication has been really shitty lately. um, they're either, when they communicate, or when there is communication between the two of you, um, it's either just very kind of competitive communication, or there's no communication at all. Um, so it's kind of a little bit of an ego thing. Uh, Almost like the person just kind of always wants to win, or feel like they're in control, and so they might say things that really kind of get under your skin or hurt your feelings. I don't feel like it's intentional. I feel like their energy right now is they need to feel like they have control over their life, and I feel like they don't have control over things that are going on around them. And so it kind of, you might kind of get that negative energy from them, where they're kind of lashing out on you. But either way, I feel like this relationship has kind of been at a standstill, and you're wanting to move forward in this relationship. But I feel like there's a lot that's being held back. Um, And I feel like it's outside energy. I don't feel that it has anything to do with you. Um, I feel like either this person or you also have so much external things going on um, that are just causing like a lot of confusion and stuff. So it's making the relationship maybe at a standstill right now. Um, and I do feel like this weight or this period of stagnation is really making you worry, or maybe it's making the other person worry, um, because there's been just this very uncertain energy, like you don't know what's up or down. Um, I also want to say that in this confusion or whatever's going on in this relationship, um, there is something positive. Even though right now it seems negative, there is something really positive coming from this. Um, it might not be something that you see right now, or something that you can grasp at right now, um, but there is something positive within this relationship. Um, I think overall it's kind of a matter of having a little bit of patience right now, and maybe taking this time to kind of look, kind of focus on yourself, and do what you can do within yourself to make yourself feel confident. Um, if you're single, if you're completely single and you have nobody in your life, I do feel that you're in this energy where you really want a relationship and you really want to have that deep connection with somebody. Um, and I feel like there is somebody in your presence that maybe is making that offer to you, and this person might be somebody that really will be a good person in your future. But I feel like you, within yourself and in your environment, you have so much going on, and maybe you've dealt with so much negativity in relationships from the past that you have like a very guarded energy. And so this person might be trying to make offers to you, or trying to hint at some interest with you, but you're just not seeing it right now. Maybe you don't want to see it, or maybe you just have so much going on that you just don't see it. Um, you might be dealing with a lot of disagreements with other people this week, and so to focus on a relationship might be a little bit difficult. So you might want that attention and that love, but in the same sense, there's just so much other, stress around you, that it's hard to really put that full focus into it. I do want to say, for some of you, you might be dealing with somebody who's a Cancer, who's the sign of Cancer. Um, if that's the case, I do feel like there's just a lot of buried emotions between the two of you. Let me pull a few more cards. This is very tense energy. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me pull a few more cards. What's the energy for this week? The little princess is snoring in the background. Sorry. She's had a rough day. goodness. Can y'all hear it? Let me turn on my mic. My poor baby. Um, hmm. Um, I don't know what to make of this, to be honest. That's promising, right? Um, we have the Eight of Swords. Um, this is this is usually saying that you're stuck in a negative thought process. And that it's usually saying that things are not as bad as they seem, and that you feel like you have no options, or you feel like you have no way to communicate, or you feel like you have no way to move forward. Um, but in reality, it's saying that it's more in your head than anything. Okay, this might be for just one or two of you. I do feel that there's somebody in your presence that overall I feel like the feelings in this relationship, um, it's a very beautiful connection. It's a soulmate connection. It's a very loving relationship. But in this right now, there's a lot of ego. Okay. Um, Either this person is not letting you in, they're not opening up to you, um, they're very determined to have things remain their way, um, or they're having to deal with their own things right now, and I feel like the desire to have that solid relationship with you is there between the both of you, but I feel like there is this person, um, this person seems to be really stuck in their ego or in some kind of really toxic energy. Um, it's a very toxic energy, and I don't feel like this person in general is a toxic person. Um, it's almost like they're trying to avoid something, or they're just dealing with um, so much stress that they themselves are putting on their ego to protect themselves from something. So you might have all this desire to move forward, and they might have the desire to move forward with you, but for some reason there's this very stuck energy, like they don't feel that they can move forward, or you don't feel that you can move forward in the relationship. um, Again, what I'm seeing is this, the love between the two of you is very solid, but there's a lot of ego, um, which is causing just a real imbalance in the relationship. And so, probably one of you gives a lot or feels like they give a lot in the relationship, and the other person, it seems like they just don't do anything. Um, Let me see what this Eight of Swords is right here. Yeah, this is a very, very controlling energy. This might not even be a relationship. Okay, so I'm feeling it, so I need to say it. This might, if it doesn't resonate, don't force it to resonate. This might just be for one person. I feel like one of you might have a child, an older child maybe, or a friend who's in a very toxic relationship. Um, it's like somebody's really doing whatever they can to keep this person um, to keep this person away from you. Somebody is trying to keep somebody away from you. Um, yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I don't like this. Sorry, I don't mean to scare you guys. Um, and there's a lot of just intense, like controlling energy or ego energy. Um, so if this is you, if you're kind of feeling stuck in a relationship, or just like this person you're in a relationship is very controlling. I do feel like you're getting out of that energy somehow this week. I feel like it's a lot though. But I do feel like for one of you, this is saying that there's somebody, either a friend or like I said, maybe you have an older child or a relative that is just in a very controlling relationship, and I feel like maybe this person is coming to you for help this week. Um, Maybe you can give this person that stability or that way out that they need. Again, not to scare anybody. I don't think that, I don't feel like it's an abusive thing or anything like that. I just feel like it's a very controlling energy. Like somebody just wants to keep somebody all to themselves. I don't know. I've been in, when I was younger, when I was in, probably in high school, I remember dating this guy, who didn't want me to talk to any of my friends anymore, and didn't want me to talk to anybody on the phone, didn't want me to have any other friendships. It's like that kind of energy. Um, and so just be mindful and aware of that. And if you notice any kind of signs in somebody around you, um, offer what you can offer to help. Although I do feel like this person might be coming to you. Um, and if this is you in this kind of environment where you feel like you have no option, and you just feel very stuck in this relationship or very stuck in this energy, um, I do feel like there's something available to you that you might not be seeing right now, or that you might not have seen in the past. But I feel like this is available to you, that somebody's gonna help you get out of this situation, or just help you get out of that toxic energy right now. Um, oh, I'm sorry. um, all right, let me see what else we can get for you guys here. Okay, what else do we have for the Taurus? What else do we have coming in for this week for Taurus? Um, for those of you who have for those of you who have been really wanting, um, this really, that soulmate connection, that deep connection to somebody. Maybe this is somebody or have been talking to, or have been dealing with, or have been in a relationship with. Um, I feel like if this is for you, this is something that maybe you've been waiting on. So maybe this is for the single people who have been waiting for that relationship, or maybe um, you've you've been talking to somebody, or you've been kind of back and forth in a relationship with somebody, and you've been kind of waiting for things to get better and things to change, or waiting for something. There, maybe this is a long distance relationship, or maybe I do feel that both of you maybe have a lot going on. Um, you both maybe have you both maybe have careers where you're working long hours all the time, and so you're not able to spend as much time together. Um, and I feel like that's really kind of weighing down on the relationship right now. That you have, you really want to spend time with this person, and you really want to move this relationship forward. Um, and you really want to be able to nurture the relationship. And um, I feel like there's a very strong desire, but I feel like you're not able, or you haven't been able in the past. Um, because again, I feel like you both have a lot of work going on. Um, I do feel like there's a lot that's been kind of left unsaid in this relationship. So there's a lot that you both desire, and there's a lot that you both want in this relationship. But because of everything around you, I feel like you haven't been able to express that with that person. But I do feel like you're coming out of that type of energy in the relationship. Um, that cycle in the relationship is ending, and you're both getting to that point where you can start spending more time together this week or this month. And I do feel that this person really wants to work on the relationship with you, and you both will be given more of an opportunity to do that this week. But I feel like maybe the past month, or a few months of this relationship, you both have just had so much external stuff going on. Um, and I feel like for most of you, it's work. I feel like not only just you, maybe your partner or this person that you just met, you both have been working a lot, or putting in a lot of work to something, and so you just really haven't had that time to really invest in the relationship. Um, and I feel like you're both just tired all the time, but I feel like that energy is you're getting out of that energy. And you're getting out of that cycle of the relationship, and you're going to find in the next week or so that that you're going to have more opportunity to spend with this person, and you're going to be able to do more with this person to bring this relationship more to where you want it to be. But right now, you both are really kind of in this kind of building for yourself energy, and trying to get yourself stable, trying to get a solid foundation set for yourself. Yeah, just trying to get everything, good in your surroundings. All right, I'm going to pull two more cards from here and see if there's any extra messages, and then I'll pull some oracle cards. Okay, this is saying again, we have you have justice and the lovers together. That's a commitment. That's a soulmate commitment. That's a soulmate relationship. And then we also have temperance. Um, and that's, as above, so below. So I do feel like you do, for some of you, or for most of you, I feel like there is that energy of that soulmate twin flame relationship in your presence. Although it might not be moving in the direction that you desire right now, or it hasn't been in the past. It's just everything is coming together. It might be difficult right now. I feel like this person is dealing with a lot of conflict outside the relationship. Um, I feel like for some of you, this might be you or the other person. I feel like somebody's dealing with a lot of family issues right now, a lot of family drama. Um, and again, it has nothing to do with the relationship, and it could be you, it could be the other person, but I feel like this person is just dealing with a lot of conflict. Um, and so it might have seemed like, there's no time for you. But again, everything is coming together. Although it might not seem like it, I do feel like this week things are coming together. Um, we have the King of Cups in the center. So this can mean the person that you're dealing with is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The King of Cups is somebody who has a very balanced control over his emotions, and he feels very deeply, but he knows when to express his feelings and when not to express his feelings. With the Four of Pentacles being underneath it, I feel like this person does not express or has not expressed the depths of their feelings to you. And I feel like you haven't either. I feel like both of you um, really haven't opened up and expressed your feelings to each other. And if that resonates with you, if you've been in this relationship and you've been kind of waiting for somebody to express feelings to you, um, ask yourself, what have you expressed to them? If you haven't expressed feelings to them because you're waiting for them to express feelings to you, maybe this message is saying to you, once you open up, they're going to open up to you too. So maybe you both are kind of in this ego thing, like not wanting to express anything because still unsure of how the other person feels. So I do feel like it would be beneficial, for if you haven't expressed feelings to this person, this would be a good time to express feelings to this person. All right, let's get some oracle cards for you. What guidance do we have for Taurus for the first week of November? Ooh. Oh, I like this. Okay. Okay. This is asking you, okay, with the fairies and earth magic, and I don't know if you can see this, Eagle Communion. These two cards are both about a connection to your inner guidance, a connection to your guides, a connection to your angels. And with this card being at the end, the perspective, I feel like your guides are asking you, they're saying that there's something that you're not seeing, and they want you to see something. They want you to see an opportunity that they're trying to give to you. They're trying to give you this message, this really positive message right now. There's they're really trying, but I feel like maybe with everything you have going on around you, you're not seeing it right now. And so the guidance is really take time to focus on your inner guidance and focus on the messages that your angels are giving you, or your guides are giving you, because I feel like they're really trying to get your attention right now. So pay attention to like little things. If you see random feathers, or just get a random song in your head out of nowhere, that's a message from your guides, and they're trying to tell you something. So for example, if you happen to find a feather on the floor, they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to give you hope. They're trying to show you an opportunity. So really take time to kind of try to shut out the conflict that you're dealing with, and really try to take some time to connect to your guides. this would be a good week to really take some time to meditate, and really take some time to yourself and kind of shut out the outside world. Um, for some of you, I feel like maybe you have um, like a loved one who has passed, or just a guide that is looking out for you, that's really trying to get your attention and tell you that they're there for you. Um, oh, and it's making me want to cry. Um, just really try to take some time to really put some focus into meditating this week. And really try to focus on getting a connection to yourself and to your inner guidance. Doing some crown chakra meditations would really help, or even some third eye meditations. And so you can always look up on YouTube. There's just tons of great third eye meditations. There's really great crown chakra meditations, and you don't even really have to do an actual like guided meditation. They even have the Tibetan healing bowl meditations where you just listen to the sound, and they have frequency meditations where again it's the sound itself. So if you have problems meditating, even just listening to these tones is really going to help you out a lot. And also really take some time to pay attention to your dreams. This week, it's really useful to kind of keep a notepad and a pen by your bed. Um, I know you tend to wake up and go, oh, I didn't have any dreams, or I don't remember my dreams, or I had a dream, but all I remember is this red car. Well, whether you realize it or not, even that little piece of information that you remember is very vital, because just the color red, if you look up the dream meaning. Again, you can Google it. You can Google dream meanings for anything. The color red is very significant. And so if you have that pen and paper beside your bed, every morning you wake up, anything that you remember, even if it's very minute, just start writing it down. And you'll find a lot of times when you start writing it down, you might only remember one thing, but the act of just starting to write, you're going to all of a sudden start remembering a lot more. So I have found that really helpful for me. I'll wake up and I'll only remember, I remember the dream, but all I remember is a house. But the minute I write down house, it's like, oh yeah, the house was this, the house was this. So really put some focus into that this week, because I really feel like um, your your guides are really trying to get your attention and show you something right now. And maybe again, like I said, it might be somebody that has passed away, or even just your guides are just trying to tell you, hey, we're here. Hey, we know what you're going through. We're going to help you. So really just take that time to pay attention to that this week. So I will leave it at that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'm sending you much love. Bye bye.